Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady D, and this is going to be my reading for the new moon that's happening on the 23rd at 9:16 p.m. my time here in Sydney. So my big news, well, I've got a new cat, which is on my bed, and I will get her to show you in a moment. So this is, her name is Rhonda. For those in Australia will know that ad from Rhonda and Katut. I call her Kitty Cat. That's what I've been calling her. So she's a Mancoon, and we've saved her. So her owner is in hospital and not coming back home. So we had to take her in. She's a cutie, and she's a big cat. So she's a bit bigger than Misty. Not really getting along with Misty. We can go down there. She's not really getting along with Misty, but she's a very friendly cat, and that's where she wants to go. So, got a new cat, yep. So she's an actual breed. So let's see what's going on today. So we're going to count down to Christmas. So Christmas is going to be in 2 days. So I'm doing this on the Friday 23rd. So we're on the countdown to Christmas and to the end of the year. Now, with what's coming up this week, we do have a try from Venus and to Uranus. We've also got a square with Jupiter and the Moon. Plus, we've got the Mercury retrograde, which is coming up on the 28th as well. So, what's going on with the planets here? So, with this, the try with Venus, this can be about unexpected. I feel like it's going to be more unexpected about finances than it is about relationships, but it can also be relationships too. So you might find with this, it's unexpected things with relationships. I have a feeling there's with the retrograde, it's going to be like love triangles coming out of here. But I feel like it's more financial simply because we've got Venus happening in Capricorn and we've got the Uranus in Taurus. So 2 houses that rule money, and then we've got Venus, which is relationships and money. So there can be unexpected things. And Uranus can be good things. It may not be good, but I usually like Uranus. Unexpected can usually be, to me, good things coming in. The square with the Jupiter and the Moon, this will only be a short transit, but this one that comes in, it can create things like also in the home, maybe things just not going according to plan or a bit haywire with that coming up. The new moon that's happening now, I feel like it's a Sag Capricorn moon. A lot of other astrologers and people are saying it's in Capricorn. I'm saying Sag Capricorn because when I put the 23rd into my program, the moon is in Sag, but then you go 24th and it's in Capricorn. So, and it is happening late at night. So I feel like you're still going to have some sort of Sag energy with mixed with this. So there is an element of this new moon of maybe starting something doing something that's fun, that's very you might be going traveling or trying to get to your destination. You might be trying to start like new beginnings, but it's a youthfulness, it's a fun energy. It can also be about learning as well. It's about not having ego and just being where you are to have fun and to relax. I feel like the emotions may be substyle with this. There may not be too high emotional points with this, especially going into Capricorn. Capricorn's not a highly emotional star sign. So I am a Capricorn moon, so I know what a Capricorn's like because I have some other traits. So then we've got the Capricorn energy with this new moon too. So looking at control, wanting things to be the right way, looking at control and controlling the emotions that's coming up with this. Also about government, this could be some things about governments trying to maybe implement new things, or I feel like there could be also a thing of greed, or there could be a bit of sneakiness too, because with Capricorns, they like to follow rules. It's about following rules, following structure, being organized and prepared, but a Capricorn will break the rules if no one's watching. So there could be a bit of sneakiness with governments, because we're also looking at governments. We are looking at financial institutions as well with this. And I feel like with this energy, it's going to be people trying to step on your toes. So I was seeing like people trying to step on toes. So try to keep your emotions at bay. That people like, it's that busy time of year where, you know, fights and things can break out quite quickly because people are quite stressed leading up to Christmas. So I just feel like just be careful of that. We've also got stick to what you know. So I feel like it's like probably on Christmas Day is not a good day to try out a new recipe. If you haven't tried it before, stick to things that you know. I've got be grateful and have patience. I feel like having patience is going to be a big thing for this new moon. And we've got here, there'll be some surprises this Christmas. I had a feeling it's this Christmas Day and we get like some surprises coming up with this. And I was like a hero's welcome. So I couldn't get a hero's welcome. So I don't know if people are coming back. Maybe you've got people that, you know, if you've got people maybe in services coming back for Christmas, but something about a hero's welcome with this for this week. I've got government control, the manipulation and that play coming up. It's like there's a sneakiness. And we've got this Capricorn coming to the end of Capricorn, Pluto coming to the end of Capricorn. So the governments, there's a lot of sneakiness going on, betrayal with governments coming up around the world, and it's getting stronger. I got here, there's not enough time in the day. And even like today, I feel like there wasn't enough time for me in today, getting things I need to get done. I've got to go out and get some more stuff done because people are just losing time. I feel like there's not enough time. And then I've got here about welcoming everybody. So with this new moon, it is about control, but also I feel like patience and then adjusting. If something's not going the right way, try and change and adjust where you're going to go. Now with the Mercury retrograde, it's happening on the 28th to the 18th of January. And it's we're dealing with Capricorn energy again. Also, I feel like there's going to meet up with Venus too. This is where I feel like love triangle is going to come in. We also find with Mercury retrogrades, people from the past come back. And we say be careful when signing contracts or starting new things during this time. So with this retrograde, I feel like governments may lose control because things are not going as it seems. It's going haywire a bit. And I feel like things are going around the wrong way. And it's again like that like love triangle. So it could be like communication issues with relationships here, with people coming up. I feel like there's some sort of things with a wind back what we call government. This could be there could be just unexpected, I think, coming up over this next week and a bit of this cult's ending, coming up to the end of the year. I got here not thinking straight, like you may not be able to think properly and think straight. Lose control because Capricorn's about control. They want to know everything. They don't want to have surprises. So these things may come up, and it's about being organized and being structured. So you find that plans won't go to plan. As much as you get out organized, it's just not going to go. So you're going to have to learn. It's going to challenge us to be patient. And I feel like there could be people having like headaches. It could be just things not going the right way in terms of the headaches that I feel was coming up with this. And I just feel like I think it will just teach us to also just to be grateful to what we have as well. So I am going to do some cards. Which cards am I going to do these cards here. Let's have a look here. What's coming up with this new moon? And I feel like there's an aspect of everybody wanting. Sorry. And there also could be an aspect of people like spying. So we might find out more about spying, and I feel like that's more about technology. So there could be things about technology hacks coming in. We are dealing with this last part of Saturn in Aquarius too, which is going to be out by March. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. And I feel like we're dealing with there's going to be like some sort of meetings being taken place that's coming up here that I can see. Whether we're looking at the collective and like with governments, I feel like there's something that's not right. There's something that's sort of changing here. It's like, and there's going to be a aspect like maybe wishing the grass greener on the other side. And I feel like it's a lot of it is going to be about just being grateful and happy for what you got and not trying to be too greedy, I feel. And it's like people trying to tame the untameable, or tame people who may be a bit like self-righteous, may be a problem with people. And here we are. And people like looking. Like for those, like even for myself, may struggle through these times because I said I've got a Capricorn moon. So this new moon is probably going to affect me as well as this Mercury retrograde. Because I'm a person who I like to be organized. I like to find out. I'm prepared. Like I need to know what's happening. I don't like not knowing. It's why I do astrology. And even the other night, I was looking at my presents and seeing what was in my presents and tuning in. So, and I feel like there's an aspect too here coming up where there's people preparing for something. Like we're preparing for the holidays, but I feel like countries are preparing for something bigger in the lead up to what's coming up in the year ahead. Because let's face it, they know what's coming up. There's all these plans being put in place that we just don't get told about. There's also could be an aspect of people like passing the baton on. So I feel like some sort of like passing the baton on. Like this is where we could see like if you've made apple pie for Christmas, maybe you're going to let someone else make apple pie for Christmas. But there's something about passing the baton on. I feel like there's a whole thing about governments this week coming in. I feel like they're going to be quite sneaky and trying to sneak things through. Or there's like just things that are just not ideal happening and it's going to go under the radar. But there's something about passing the baton on. And especially in America, I feel like that you guys are going to have a hectic week ahead with the governments and what they're planning or something of what's going on over there. I don't know much. I only know what I see here. There's also, it could be an aspect of leaving too. So I feel like this is about passing the baton on. So whether or not it's like to do like leadership, I do feel like it could be leadership. It could be like leadership here. I'm looking at, I don't know why I keep feeling America and with their systems in place, but something about someone leaving and passing the baton on. There's also like wishing and looking at wishes and wishes being fulfilled this week and doing what you want, and like you're on the right path. You won't make a mistake, but people trying to deter you from your path or giving you other suggestions of what they think you should maybe do. And it is about, I feel like, we are in Christmas, we are in the spirit of giving and, helping people and helping one another out. And I do feel like also that is a big week where, we do things to help others and putting ourselves not necessarily first, but putting ourselves behind. But it's also looking at, I feel like too, we're looking at financial things this week. Like the path is not clear and we're trying to find the right path, but it's also financial and looking at details. Like looking at details, especially for the retrograde, is what's going to be coming up here. Even during the retrograde, making sure our dots, the T's crossed. But there's also a playful element for some people. It's going to be playfulness coming up here too, and that to giving us energy. But also it's that trap. There's some people are going to feel trapped in this, like they're trapped by themselves. I feel like they're putting themselves in this trapped feeling that we have, and it's like making the best of what you can. There's also an aspect of temptation that's coming up too for this week ahead. but tame and attainable. And I just feel like that, like there could be someone who's very grumpy. You're trying to calm down, perhaps even. It's a mixture of, it's a lot of mixed things going on this week with this new moon that's going to bring in. For some people, I feel like sometimes it can be a hard time of year this year for people, and it's about trying to make the most of things. Even myself got some bad news out of friends. I had a friend's parent that passed away, so it's going to be a Christmas where, you know, we may try and make the best of what we can. That's what we do, and try to make the best thing out of a situation that we have. Okay, we also have the Jupiter, which is moving forward in Aries, which is about giving us some sort of motivation back and giving us some sort of movement, some sort of like target, I feel like, to head towards. And again, like rushing, it makes also why we might be rushing around, is about getting it done. But with their Aries, they don't finish what they start because they're always into the next thing. So that might be also why we feel like, you know, time is being a bit too much here. And I just feel like it's not because also with Capricorn, they're opinionated, they're a bit judgy, but they say what they think, they're realist. But sometimes we might have to try and hold some stuff back. I feel like this week it's maybe having to hold a little bit back, and just try and be careful of certain words that come out too. Okay, I'm going to try and do a channel here for you guys for this Christmas coming up. So let's have a look here. Dear all, you're all lovely and enchanted people. You're all wanting the best out of the 2022 and this Christmas coming up. For some of you, this year has been devastating, and for others, you have learnt so much and you've become so much wiser. For this year has been an emotional roller coaster for some of you, and all of you are coming on to this one day, this Christmas day, where you want it to be perfect. You want things to go a certain way. You want it to be in traditions, and you want traditions to be a part of your lives. But this is a year where traditions may be broken, where new traditions may start, and new things will be planted, for new memories will be planted. New things you'll seek are going to be revealed for you. An unexpected surprise will happen on Christmas for all of you, for there'll be a big surprise. This Christmas will be an unusual Christmas, with an unusual spirit and an unusual feeling. But make the most of what you can. Be around people that you enjoy the most, and just be happy and be grateful for what you have. For those who are seeking refuge, you will find it in your hearts and in your beliefs. And always stick to your belief systems and where you understand what is right and wrong. For Capricorn, it's all about morals and your high standards. For Capricorn, the high standards of morals of doing things right and ethically, even though they may break the rules. There's an ethic there in Capricorn, and for you all to understand where your place is in your life at the moment. We wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again for the new year. We wish you all the best, and we will talk to you once again. Okay. So let's do some cards here. Okay. So what here am I going to in the cards? I feel like I want to go through these cards here. Okay. So sorry about last week. I couldn't do the video. I had to go to a Christmas party for a job that I do. For one of my jobs that I did. So it was on the Friday, and I just couldn't, and I work on Saturday, so I couldn't get it done. So let's have a look here. We want 4 cards out. So let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Okay, so we want cards are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, let's have a look here and see what we've got in the cards. Okay. Card number 1, which is this card here. This card here, I feel like it's about having a balance and keeping things like ethically as well, trying to be in balance and do the right thing. And as soon as you do things that are maybe not ethically, or that is not like sort of morally, like it's not sort of right, things may go out of whack for you this week and out of balance. It is about the knowledge that you seek, that you will find. You might also find that you have really old belief systems, that you're very into traditional stuff, and you may have to try and sort of be a bit more forgiving or loosen up a little bit this week, or for this Christmas. But there is some good things coming in. I feel like you have a lot of loved ones in spirit around you, and there are people cheering you on and wanting the best for you as well this week, giving you a fucking boost of energy. Card number 2, which is this card here. With this card here, you're trying to navigate your way through a storm. There is some sort of new beginning and a new hope coming in for you this week. It is hard to sort of navigate, but it's also, I feel like you need to align your chakras with this card. And it's like I feel like there's new beginnings coming up for you, like you're sort of leaving the crappiness behind and embracing new things, embracing new challenges that's coming ahead for you. And you're trying not to worry so much with this card. I feel like you're trying really hard not to worry too much coming in. Card number 3, which is this card here. Okay, this card here could be about, you could be traveling, going on holidays. I feel like it's about fun. You might be going on a boat or some sort of cruise. You'll find, like, it's like the pearl of wisdom. So I feel like you're going to think of something that's going to give you a little wisdom, or a little wisdom that you do have. There's a new opening coming up for you, but I feel like it's also like you'll be surprised this week of what's coming out in for you. And things may not be seen as clearly. You might be seeing things or situations as clearly as you would like, but by the new year, I do feel like it will be quite clear. I do feel like it's time to start anew, and to, like, if there's anything that's bothering you, like water under the bridge needs to happen. Need to forget about certain things and just try to make amends this week. But I just feel like you're really embracing, and it's about having fun and enjoying yourself and being with friends. And I feel like maybe trying to be around water would be a good thing for you this week, if possible. Okay, so this one here, card number 4. With this card, you're in charge, you're in control. It's like it's you against the world, and you're there to take it all on. You've got this newfound freedom and this newfound, like, activation that's within you to go further. You're like, things are starting to clear up for you and open up. You're walking away from something small. It's just like small-minded or small town, but you're walking away from it and looking at to going to some place new that's going to be more like you, or more where you belong. But you have this thing about you. It's also time, I feel like, you're going out to parties. You're very good at socializing, but it's about staying within your power as well with this card too. Okay, so I have done my prediction video when I was away. I was working while I was also away, so I've done the horoscopes, I've done the prediction videos, I've done a 2-part prediction video as well, which I'm going to put up. And then hopefully next week I'm going to sit down and do your questions for the other prediction videos that I've done, and try and answer them into one video, which I'm going to try and do that for you next week. And I'm going to try to organise something else too for next week if I can. I'm just been tired and busy leading up to Christmas. And anything else that I've forgotten? No. But thank you for your likes, shares and your comments. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas. So I'm also still doing readings through the holidays. I've got time slots available. I'm not reading at the shop next week, so the shop is closed for the week. So I'm just going to be doing readings from my space here, either online, probably more online. If you want face-to-face, just let me know. We can organise something. I might not have availability, but I am doing readings next week. And I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next week. So Merry Christmas from me, from Kitty Cat here, or Rhonda, and from Misty, who's in the other room. So from all of us, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you for my next video. So bye for now.